What's going on, losers? Back on the hard body. We have a couple of issues we got to square away. Issue number one, we're going to clean up the wiring. We're just going to make that nicer, make it look a little neater. Up under the dash and things like that. We're going to take the whole dash out, and then we're going to clean up everything we can clean up, make it look good. Number two, the truck's developed death wobble again. So we're going to go to stock length control arms, and we're going to see if we can get it to go away with those. And then if we can, we will perhaps buy another set and extend those 1 inch instead of 2 inches. I just think the truck has too much camber. There's like 9 degrees of camber up front or 6 degrees, some crazy number. And it's just a lot. And I wonder if the truck's just like wandering really hard and that's what's causing it. It's like you hit a bump, truck goes into death wobble. You take off and like you unload the front suspension and then you let the truck settle back down, death wobble. So it's kind of dangerous and it's super sketchy and like scary. So I want to get that fixed, but right now we're taking the dash out. So let's do that. Keeping it messy. That's what we do. I don't think it was that messy. They were pretty well organized because I don't get in that drawer very much. There we go. Levi's mechanic over there. That's his job, messing up my tools. Probably be getting that on video. Okay, so now you guys can see the rat's nest. So we're just gonna start taking all this off, kind of binding it. You can see it's just a mess. So we get it all together. We're gonna probably try to screw it into the metal back here somewhere. So we'll figure this out.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's
My wife's special. Anyways, there we go. So we got this part done. It looks good. All wrapped up over to here. Looking nice and tidy. I did pull this really long. So hopefully that doesn't suck, but it probably will. But we'll deal with it. It is what it is. So there's all that. That looks good. Now, what we got to do is this part. which, as bad as it looks, it's really not that bad. It'll be a lot of zip ties, probably not a whole lot of tape. A lot of zip ties, getting everything tied up and looking good together and whatnot. But yeah, I think it's looking good. Coming along, not too bad. Not too bad. So one thing we will have to do is figure out a place to mount this, you know, whether it's up there or whatever. I don't know. Up here, I'm not real sure. We'll have to figure that out when the time comes. We just got to make sure we can plug in our dash, which is what all this is, and then make sure that we're not going to rub on anything we don't want to. So we'll figure it out. I got some of those clampy deals that we can screw into some metal somewhere. Yeah. Trouble. All right, start on the mess. Fun times. All right, things are looking pretty good. Let me show you what's going to be under the dash. So it still looks a little hectic in there. Let me get in here. Still looks a little hectic, but overall much better. So we come out here and everything else runs in this cowl. So I don't have any corrugated loom big enough to go on there, but where it did fit, we put it all the way down, and it's tied on in there and right down in there. There's two spots where it's tied in. So now I'm going to put the cowl cover on for now because we haven't actually put that on properly, I don't think, ever. So I think that'll be cool. And then I will put the dash back in. Jeez, this camera's crazy. I'll put the dash back in, and that'll be that. Looks pretty good. I'm excited. What's going on, guys? I'm not sure exactly where I left off, but I knew we were working on the wiring. So here's what it looks like. Looks pretty good. We have a little bit under the hood to do, but other than that, I'm gonna start putting the dash back in. So we gotta find it. I think it's over there. I went ahead and pressure washed them, cleaned them up a little. Looks pretty good. Cleaned all this stuff up. Not everything, I didn't wash that. Oh shit. Jeez. I didn't wash that, I don't think. But yeah, so let's go ahead and start putting this stuff back in here. Maybe we'll get Carissa out here in a second and she can hold the camera for us, get us all squared away. We took some pictures the other day. I'm gonna adjust my mic a little. That's better, I think, yeah. So the other day, Teddy came over, Jesse came over, and Bo came over. We took some pictures. If you guys follow the Instagram, you would have seen those. Pretty cool. I only put up one so far. We have a couple more. It was pretty neat. We jammed all the trucks in here where we probably shouldn't be able to jam all the trucks, to be honest. But we made them all fit. It was super cool. Oh, there's a spider we're gonna kill. I think I got him. But yeah, that was pretty cool. It's nice to see everybody, get everybody back together. All the trucks together, that kind of stuff. All right, I had to cut a little bit more of the dash out to make it fit. Oh. But should fit now. Come on, there we go. All right. The problem was this this clip. I don't know if you can see it, but it goes to the wideband right here. It was going to miss. It wasn't going to be long enough to reach. So now that that is fixed, we can start putting these guys in. I gotta go get the rest inside and the little impact gun. We'll start putting this back together. All right, so there's the main part of the dash back in. Go ahead and get this cluster in. Then we'll get our center stack done. Glove box. It's coming along nicely. This cable, we were talking about this, Chris and I. We have no idea why it's so long. I must have pulled it out. I don't know. That's the other end of it right there. It's 3 wires. I just have no clue what it does. No idea. Temp is what I assume it is my temperature. But I don't really know. It could be pressure somehow, which would be weird, but I'll try not to scratch my screen here. All right, so I've put the dash in as much as I can. Show you what's going on here. I need 2 bolts for this and 4 for the glove box. And we have a couple of pieces, so this needs some. So probably 2 for this. Yep, 2 for this. So 6, 7, 8 is where we're at. But that looks good. Good. Now, we're gonna move on to here. All this looks really good. I'm happy with it. But what I wanna do is this right here. I wanna clean this up. There's a wire right here that needs to be kind of put away. This could be wrapped up. So I'm just gonna go through, try and wrap up some wires, clean some stuff up, make it look good. And yeah, I'm really happy with the way we're getting this. So we're going to focus on that. I'm going to take out one of these pressure sensors, put in a plug. Got to figure out which one's which shouldn't be too hard. And yeah, looking good. All right. So I went ahead and wrapped all this. Wrapped the headlight wire right there, so it looks good. I tied these up. I don't have loom big enough to hold them yet. So once I get some loom for that, we'll get that all finished up and looking good. Yeah, so it's really coming along. The wiring's pretty much done. The dash is almost back in. We just gotta go get those screws. That'll be finished. Then, this won't be in this video, this will be in the next video. But we're gonna move on to the death wobble. So, talk to you guys a little bit. I've been driving the truck. We'll tune the truck. The truck's running good. It has a couple of tune issues, but before we wanted to address those, we wanted to do the intercooler, coil packs, and spark plug wires. We still haven't got the spark plug wires. We got to do that. But we got the intercooler, got the coil packs done. So that's good. We're going to get the dash in, and that'll be done. But we have two major issues with the truck still. We still have death wobble. It's not near what it used to be, but it's still here. So I'm getting rid of the 2-inch extended lower control arms, and I went ahead and made a 1-inch extended control arm. I did this yesterday. We're gonna try it out. I made it a little bit different than I did the last one. We'll go over how I did that, and fingers crossed it's better and it solves that problem. If it doesn't, then we're gonna go to stock length lowers. Also here, hold on. We bought something else too. We got these right here. So these are energy suspension polyurethane tension rod bushings. So we're gonna put those in. So between those and this, fingers crossed we solved the problem. And we still have a little bit of wheel hop in the back. I think I just have too much preload on the spring, so we're gonna bring some preload out. Fingers crossed that fixes that. If those two things are fixed, if we can get those two under control, we'll be ready to go to the track. We just gotta get those two things under control. So hopefully we'll do that in the next video and the truck will be ready to go. Then we just got to save up, get some tires, get some track time paid for. The track has gotten ridiculously expensive. Luckily, they have changed a few things, so it will be nicer. I don't know exactly how to explain it. It's $140 to go, and they would start the events way late and shut them down at 10 o'clock. So they'll start at like 7 and shut down at 10, which is complete crap. That's too expensive versus the way it used to be was we'd get there at 4, we'd be on track by like 5:30, and it would close down at midnight. Then it became 10 o'clock, I guess Pima County, which is Tucson. They passed a law saying that all lights have to be out by 10, which isn't completely true because there's lights on everywhere. But anyways, things are looking up. These are the last two major hurdles, the death wobble and the wheel hop. If we get these taken care of, the truck is like 99% done. I still want to get door panels. I still want to do carpet. So that's interior stuff that'll have to get done. On the everything, like I put a bunch of stickers on the dash. I want to get rid of all this. Eventually, maybe we'll flock the dash. But I'm just trying to make it like somewhat nice again. I say again, it was never nice for me. Like growing up, it was always a farm truck. It was always beat up. But anyways, so door panels, carpet, paint some stuff black, get the roll cage painted. Back here, they make these little connectors that you can like weld in. So I want to cut these tubes and weld those in. Then we can take the bed off, clean up some stuff underneath the bed. And other direction. After that, so after the roll cage is finished, after the interior is finished, I think, it depends, we're gonna be starting on paint. So we're gonna sand this thing down ourselves, we're gonna paint it, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool. So I have a friend that's gonna come help me. He used to paint for Full Race, so we'll have him come help. He'll help us get it painted. Fingers crossed, comes out good. I got kind of a crazy paint scheme in mind, and I got a few things that I want to learn on this truck. So we've kind of gone with the we'll learn it as we go method, which is we're gonna keep on doing that. So we're gonna learn how to paint. We're gonna learn how to do a little bit of body work. The truck's pretty straight. I have 2 other doors that we may put on here, which kind of sucks because like there's not a whole lot left of the original truck, the hood and the cab. That's it. Well, I mean, the rear end's original. Is it? I think the rear end's original. But other than that, everything's been changed. The motor's not from the truck. The head is, but the bottom end's not. The transmission's not. The bed's not. The fenders aren't. The bumper's not. The grill's not. The cowl's not. Like, there's almost nothing left of this truck that's original. So the dash is. But anyways, that's where we're at. So as soon as I get back from the store, we'll finish up the dash. I'll show you guys that. And then that's the end of the video. Looks good. Dash is back in. You can't see the ECU. We got a working glove box. I need to get the little pins that go in it. Got to go to the junkyard and steal those. But yeah, I am super happy with that. We got to get these stickers off. I don't want stickers no more. I'm hoping I can find a new dash with new of these at the junkyard or something, maybe on eBay, I don't know. I want to replace all these, just get them back to black. And yeah, we're going to vacuum, not today. Once we're all finished, right before carpet goes in, we'll give it a nice clean and vacuum. We got to paint these still, so the seats will come out. We'll get all these painted, both sides. But yeah, I think that looks really good. What do you think?
Looks good.
So we got to figure something out to block here, because it does look goofy. And then there's a hole over there too that we got to figure something out for. And nothing fancy. I don't know. There's not really anything like I want to put in there. So all the gauges I need are on the Fuel Tech. The Fuel Tech's amazing. I love it. So yeah, I don't know. If you guys got an idea of something that we can put in here where the air conditioner went, you want to get behind there and show them that? But yeah, if you guys got an idea of something we can put in here, that would be super cool. That would be like the icing on the cake. One cool thing I did, so right here, this is the USB for the ECU, so we can talk to the computer with the computer. And then you just got to coil it up, put it back in the ashtray, and nobody will ever know. Boom. So yeah, super happy with it. It looks good. The wiring underneath there looks good. It's all nice and secure. There's no like tightness. I can move it all. Everything seems good. We did have to cut the wires for the brake lights, so we'll have to check those and make sure they still work. We left the wire out for, what is it? The clutch pedal, so we can run two-step. But I gotta find out how to wire that up because I don't know. So we'll have to get a clutch switch or some kind of switch, a momentary switch, and figure that out. Also, we have this blue wire right here. I don't know what it does. I think it's for illumination. I think that's what it does. But we're just gonna leave it up in here and it'll be all right. Out of the way, just like that. So yeah, it's nice. You can't see any of the wiring. We do need to loom some of this over here eventually, but we got to get bigger loom. And yeah, I think it came out really freaking well. I think it looks good. It looks like a truck again. It's slowly getting there to not looking like, I don't even know what to call it, a ratchety piece of shit race car. So eventually we'll have a nice looking truck. I love my Arizona headliner, but we might get rid of it. Just for the sake of making it clean, making it nice. I know. But, huh? Anywho, that's it. Looks good. Wiring's cleaned up. So everything from the dash forward is done. We got to do a little bit here, and then once we cut the roll cage bars and put in our adapter thingies, we'll redo these with, not redo these, but we'll take the bed off and we'll clean up the wiring underneath the bed. And that'll be it. Like, well, yeah, we got to do that. I already talked about that. That's the next video. But I'm saying for wiring, like wiring stuff. So get that cleaned up and wiring's all finished. So thanks for hanging out. If you guys need some wiring advice, don't ask me. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.